Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Look at that.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt.
Good.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hit his ass, man.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is pump and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A first down carry for Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson.
Pick.
It's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass.
And
that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Daniels looking to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
Woo! Let's go.
His way through.
Get it.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 52 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Hit his ass. Right.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they... A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Still fighting for more.
He's still moving.
Some room to work. He's still on his feet. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Now Daniels. Got his.
Oh, he fumbled that bitch. We got to recover.
The defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
A sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running from the gun with Henry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 6 from the 10. Jackson. And Walker has it. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Jackson now sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Henry is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll roll him out right.
Get his ass.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd.
There we go.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Hiking 18. Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Ajabo running in to take him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now K.J. Osborne. Here's Osborne. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
65.
Robinson up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing now is Daniels. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some.
The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Commanders Field. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Inside handoff, Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Second and 10. To throw is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Come on, man.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Hand off now to Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a 1st down. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second down, goal to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That nigga better lie.
Big Lion.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's 3rd and 7. Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? Check, contact, check, contact.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Come on.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. Breaks the tackle, 3 yards ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jair Alexander with the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ready?
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Has a man. It's Brown. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 19. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. The defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes, knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here we go.
Third and short, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Schrader's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Breaks the tackle, Green, grass ahead.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Completes this one to Kraft. Oh, he dropped that defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
52. Down. 43 rail. Opposite. Green.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Let's go now.
This throw is caught. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Packer 50. Packer 50.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted.